Yo, what up? Andrew Reagan. This is a quick hip mobility series to do with a band. I love to do this pre-workout if my hips are feeling kind of gunked up. Just take a band or maybe an old t-shirt or a yoga strap, something like that that you can loop your foot around. And begin by taking the band around one foot. I have a 1/2 inch band, so I need a little bit more extra tension, so I'm doubling up here. And with the right hand, I'm going to help create a little bit of tension as I open up through the ankle. And I'm just pushing my foot on the gas and then pulling it back, turning on the ankle, and then drawing some nice big circles right in both directions, anywhere from like 3 to 5 times. And as we open up the ankles, we help open up the hip as well. So we start at the feet. Then we begin to go up and down, getting into the hamstrings. And this is an active mobility series here. So we're moving up and down, keeping the shoulders relaxed, and we're not forcing anything. So we allow our breath to feel relaxed. And we're going 10 reps, moving up and down, getting into the hamstrings and the calves. Great job. That's 10 right there. Bend the opposite knee. Take the same side hand, palm facing forward, and begin to draw nice big hip circles. Mobilizing through the inner thigh. And we're going 10 times each direction. That's 5. And you'll notice that as you do this, you may have greater range of motion as you get more reps in, as stuff starts to open up. That's 10. And then we switch sides, or switch directions. And as we do this, right, try to keep both sit bones on the ground, so we're not letting our opposite sit bone come over to the side here, because now we're not actually having to lengthen through the inner thigh. We're kind of cheating ourselves to pretend like we're getting some opening that way. So keep your hips and your sit bones grounded. Going one more rep for 10 times. Taking the ankle to the knee after 10. And pulling the knee in and rocking. Your hips may come off the earth a little bit, that's okay. As we open up with the external rotators now. So I'm bending my elbows, pulling my hands towards my heart, my knee in towards my chest, and opening up to the external hip rotators. Straightening out the leg, taking that same side hand, palm facing forward, right? Extending the arm and extending that downside leg. Let the leg fall open towards the side, and then bring it over, point the toes, and feel a nice stretch in the lateral hip and the TFL. Go back and forth. So we're getting the inside, and again, not trying to let the sit bone come off the ground, but keep the hips anchored and bring it back. Whew. Feel a nice stretch as you point the toes and get a good lengthening through the lateral hip, bringing it back and forth. That's 4, 5. If this is too much, you can bend this knee as well. This is going to give you a little bit more relief, and not as deep of a stretch. So just see what feels best for your body. Last one. Boom. Okay, then lying on our backs and taking our hands behind our heads. We need a little bit of, this band might be too tense now for this exercise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the band, wrap it around my foot so I have a little bit more play in the band. And I'm going to come onto my hip. Extending my trailing hip as I open up through the arms and bring it back. Extend and bring it back. Extend the arms, and open up through the quad and the hip flexor. Now I'll show that one on the opposite leg from the opposite side so you can see what it looks like on the front as well. Placing the band around the foot, stacking the hips, keeping the knees tight towards each other so we're not opening up here, we're trying to keep them close. Extend, pull the belly in towards the spine so we're not dumping into the low back. And opening up through the quad and the hip flexor. Great way to get a big stretch from the knee into the hip and open up those strong quads. And once we've done 10, take the band to the opposite foot, switch sides, get them both open, nice and juicy, mobilized, and great way to get ready for hiking, strength training, yoga, whatever you need to do if your hips are feeling kind of gunked up. Peace, enjoy.